All right, we're going to begin with the presentation of evidence at this point in time. Does plaintiff have a witness to call?
Yes, Your Honor. Plaintiff calls Emani Ellis to stand as our first witness.
Thank you.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Yes, my name is Emani Ellis. Last name is Ellis.
Okay, this is the plaintiff. This is the security guard that's suing Cardi B.
Emani.
Perfect. Thank you. You may take a seat. Please watch your step.
All right, go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Ms. Ellis. For the record, how old are you?
32.
And on the date of February 24th, 2018, what were you doing?
I was at work on duty as a security guard.
Where were you?
The address of the building was 8920 Wilshire Boulevard.
It starts this way, but then it does go to her.
And for how long had you been working as a security guard as of 2018?
For 4 years.
And what did it take to become a licensed security guard?
You have to get fingerprinted and it's sent to the state of California for approval.
And do you have any criminal record?
No.
Could you become a security guard if you have a criminal record?
No.
Have you ever assaulted and battered anybody in your lifetime?
No.
Were you using your telephone to take photographs of the defendant when you saw her exit the elevator?
No.
So if you could just tell us in your own words, when you got to the 5th floor, you were doing your rounds, and you saw Cardi B, what did you say?
I said something along the lines of, that looks like Cardi B, or wow, that's Cardi B.
Were you talking to anybody at that time?
No.
You're sure?
Yes.
Were you entering the elevator?
I was, yes.
Did you actually go inside the elevator?
I did, yes.
And did Cardi B exit the elevator?
She did, yes.
Okay, and then what happened?
After she heard me say her name, she turned back around and the first thing out of her mouth was, excuse my language, was, why the fuck are you telling people that you see me? At this time, I tried to calm her down and assure her that I didn't tell anyone that I seen her, and she was extremely upset.
Okay. And what did she tell you after that?
Then, excuse my language again, but she said, yes, the fuck you did, and then she put her finger in my face.
When she put her finger in your face, did she have long fingernails?
She did.
And approximately how long were her fingernails on the date when she put them in your face?
About 2 to 3 inches long.
When you have seen different pictures and videos of Cardi B, you notice that she has long fingernails in those videos and photographs.
Yes.
When you saw her today, did you notice that her fingernails were very short?
Yes.
Does she usually wear them that short?
Objection. It's also Lex Foundation sustained.
Have you seen, well, strike that. For how long, were you a fan of Cardi B before this incident?
I was.
What kind of fan were you?
I enjoyed her music. I was interested in going to a concert. I didn't have any problem with her.
Did you ever go to see her in concert?
I had tickets to go to see her, but I never went after this incident.
And when were you supposed to go see her in concert?
I'm not sure of the date. It was sometime in 2018.
And you're very close with your grandmother, Diane Schmidt, is that correct?
Correct.
How old is your grandmother?
She's 79.
Does she have information about this incident, objection?
Assistant with Lex Foundation. Assistant.
Did you show your grandmother the scar on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Did you show the cut on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018 to your grandmother, Diane Schmidt?
Yes.
And what year were you born?
1992.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I'm the oldest of 5.
And your grandmother has seen you regularly from birth up to the present time?
Yes.
And what about your mother? Did you live with your mother up until a certain point?
Until the age 19.
Did you sustain any, well, straight then. Let me take you a little bit back to the, so. When you were at the building and Cardi B exited the elevator on February 24th, 2018, what were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words. And again, excuse my language, but she was like, fuck you, you fat ass bitch. That's why I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get you fired. Nigga this, nigga that, bitch ass nigga. That's why you do security. Ah, that's why you do security. Ah, she was sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
And did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
It did.
Why did you exit the elevator to speak with her after she said what she said?
I wanted to clarify the misunderstanding.
Did you also want her to leave because she was causing a disturbance?
At that time, she was causing a disturbance. She was yelling and screaming, and I didn't want her to leave.
And as a security guard, were you working there as an extension of the owner to be able to make that kind of call, whether somebody should be told to leave because they're causing a disturbance?
Objection, leading Black Foundation calls for legal publicity.
Could you repeat the question, please?
I'm going to ask you a different question. Did the landlord hire you as a security guard to protect its building?
Yes.
Black Foundation.
Overruled.
And did you do that?
Yes.
For how long?
For about 4 years.
During those 4 years, did you ever have a problem with anybody else?
Never.
Not one time.
Not as far as I can remember, no. Not a perfect employee, but a good employee.
Yes, and we'll see here in a bit.
Did the defendant take a swing at you?
She did.
When she took a swing at you, it didn't hit your body, correct?
No.
Did the defendant use her fingernails to cut your face?
She did.
As a result of the cut to your face, did you have to see 2 different plastic surgeons?
Yes,
Did you undergo plastic surgery?
I did.
Your Honor, if I may show exhibit number 7.
Well, that's the photograph. You never disclosed it.
22 photographs that we discussed earlier.
I'm gonna let him show the photographs.
For the record.
What's that?
I'm sorry, for the record,
Overruled. Can you just identify it by number?
Yes,
Each
Your Honor.
one?
Would it be okay to get one of those books? Your Honor, I would like to show exhibit 7-001.
Understanding you're objecting to their admission, do you want them to lay foundation, or are we gonna stipulate foundation?
Well, that's right, go ahead.
You
I
want to
thought you were
stipulate?
asking him for the Lilly Foundation.
Do you want him to lay a foundation? You stipulate to it.
No, we don't.
Okay. Then why don't you show the photograph to your client first to identify what it is?
Yes, sir. If you can look into that notebook on your right, there'll be a number 7. And at some point recently, did you go to the building? And accompany people from my office to take photographs of the incident?
Yes.
And the purpose of taking the photographs were to show where the incident occurred and give the jury understanding of what kind of building we're dealing with?
Yes,
And you feel it's important that they see that?
absolutely.
Your Honor, may I publish that 7-001?
You only had her authenticate number with the first page. I'm just wondering if you have her thumb through it.
Sure.
Verify that those are the photographs you're taking.
Yes, Your Honor, I will do so. If you can look at 7-001 through 7-022, if you can look at all those photographs. Are those photographs of the building where you worked on February 24th, 2018?
Yes,
And if you look towards the end, 7-022, is that the area where the incident took place?
one second. Yes,
And I showed them to,
Yeah, just identify them as you published.
okay, thank you. Okay, I'm just going to show exhibit 7-001.
When they go to cross, you can hear better. And you can
Ms.
see the
Ellis,
attorney
is
better.
this the photograph that we discussed, which is the outside of the building where you worked at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills?
yes,
Okay, 7-002, is this a closer picture of the same building?
correct,
And this is a 6-story building in the city of Beverly Hills, it's an older building, correct?
correct,
And then 7-003, you're getting closer to the front.
correct,
7-004, is that the front entrance of the building where you work?
yes,
Okay, 7-005, another photograph of the same front, closer up.
yes,
7-006. You see that photograph? Is that the inside of the lobby of the building where you work?
yes,
And 7-007, was that security booth there when you worked there? Do you remember?
it was,
Did you sit behind that security booth?
I did,
And on the date of the incident, were you wearing your uniform?
yes,
7-007 is a photograph of that booth where you sit. 7-008, was that sign there on the date when you worked there?
yes,
7-009, these are the elevators that guests and visitors of the building would take to get upstairs, is that correct?
yes,
And on the date of the incident, do you remember if you took the elevator to get to the 5th floor or maybe took the stairs? Do you remember?
I'm not sure,
All right, if I could take, we're gonna skip. Just go through 7-010, is this a photograph of the elevator which Cardi B got out of on February 24, 2018?
Yes,
And that's the elevator that you entered, correct?
yes,
It's a relatively small elevator, isn't it?
yes.
And 7-011, is that a photograph of the elevator area where the incident took place that we took recently?
Yes.
And obviously on the day of the incident, you were there, it was Saturday, correct?
Yes.
Was it this way with garbage all around or not?
Not at that time, no.
7012 and 7013 and 7014 and 7015 are photographs of the hallway leading up to the elevator bay, correct?
Yes.
And did Miss Cardi B walk down the hallway after she spoke with you and came back, or did everything happen right at the elevator bay?
She did. She came out and looked around, and then when she heard what I said, she turned back around to approach me.
Okay, if we could go to 7-021. This is where the entire incident took place, correct?
Yes.
And on the day of the incident, after the incident happened, were you intending to sue?
No.
Is that why you didn't take photographs yourself?
Potential leading.
Assistant.
Why didn't you take photographs of the cut to your face or any injury you sustained after the assault and battery?
Objection lacks foundation argument.
Can you read the question, sir?
Why did you not take photographs of the scar after the incident?
I was upset. I was a lot going on. I'm not sure.
And you were not intending to sue, is that correct?
No.
Were you intending to sue Cardi B at that moment when the incident occurred?
No, I was not.
In addition to being a security guard, did you have interest in criminal justice?
Yes.
What were the classes that you took or were going to take?
I got my bachelor's degree in criminal justice administration.
And after this incident, did you continue in that path?
I chose a different career field.
What is your current career at this time?
I work in social services.
What do you do? Who do you work with?
I work with low-income families to access resources.
Did Ms. Cardi B, after this incident, post different things about you to her fans?
She did.
And how many different instances?
Probably about 2.
And did you do the same thing back to her?
Never.
After the incident, did you seek medical treatment from a psychologist, Nicole McKenzie?
Yes,
And that was approximately 2 months after the incident?
correct.
What did Dr. McKenzie do for you?
She provided therapy, counseling therapy.
Was it helpful?
I believe it was at the time.
Before the incident, did you ever have any type of psychological or psychiatric medical treatment?
Can I answer it? Okay. Something happened with my sister and a neighbor. My family was given therapy on behalf of that. That was all my trauma.
And how long ago was that before the incident?
Over 10, 15 years ago before the incident.
So approximately what year was that?
I'm not sure.
And was there a gap between the completion of February 24, 2018?
It was.
Calls for- Mike's Foundation calls for medical.
Sustained, please disregard the prior answer.
Did you go to Nicole McKenzie because you were assaulted and battered on February 24th of 2018 by Cardi B?
Objection.
Overruled.
Answer? Yes.
Did you go there for any other reason?
No.
And around that time, did you also seek medical treatment from Dr. John Scher?
I did.
And he's a cosmetic plastic surgeon? Or
Yeah.
was?
He was, yes.
Is it your understanding that he died in 2021?
Yes.
And when you saw him, did he advise you that you needed to wait at least 1 year to determine if the cut became a scar?
Objection, hearsay, and legal.
Why don't you rephrase the question?
Did Dr. Scher ask you to return approximately 1 year after he saw you for the first time?
Overruled.
He did.
Why did he ask you to wait 1 year?
Objection calls for speculation.
Do you know why he asked you to wait for a whole year before seeking medical treatment?
Objection, Mike's Foundation.
He said he didn't want to treat it prematurely and for me to come back.
Did the scar become a keloid?
It made a scar, yes.
Do you know if it's called a keloid or you're not sure?
I'm not sure if it's called a keloid.
Before the incident of February 24th, 2018, did you have any scars to your left cheek?
Never.
Did you have any scars anywhere on your face?
Never.
At some point, well, straight. Do you remember the pandemic in April of 2020?
I do.
Do you remember that there was a period of time where elective medical treatment was not allowed?
Yes.
What about the cost of the treatment? Could you afford to pay $15,000, $20,000 to get plastic surgery to your face?
No.
Did Dr. Mulliken agree to treat you on a lean basis?
He did.
And when you got medical treatment on a lean basis, is it your understanding that regardless of the outcome of the case, you still owe Dr. Mulliken the fees for the treatment that he did? Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Did you also see a pain management doctor for one visit?
I did.
Did you also treat with different psychologists, including Alex Avila and other psychologists on October 8th, 22 through July 2nd of 23?
Objection, it's a violation of order granting the motion to eliminate.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Did you treatment from psychologists, including Alex Avila and other psychologists from October 8th, 22 through July 2nd of 23.
Same objection.
Overruled.
Correct, yes.
And for that psychological treatment, did Dr. Avila's office agree to treat you on a leave basis?
They did, yes.
For Nicole McKenzie, did you, would it be medical bills totaling $5,087 from her office for medical treatment that you received related to this incident?
Objection. Maybe Flags Foundation.
Sustained.
Is it your understanding that your total medical bills related to this incident are $36,000?
You need to start with the foundation. You need to establish what she knows and how she knows.
Did you receive medical bills at your home from these different medical providers?
I'm not sure.
Did some of the medical providers send you bills to your home?
I'm sure, yes.
Did some of the medical providers that I mentioned advise you of the amounts that they were charging you for their medical treatment?
Yes.
Was the medical treatment that you received from these medical providers beneficial to you?
It was.
Do you still suffer from psychological issues related?
That is crazy to me. That those are basic foundational questions when you're putting damages into evidence. So if you want to lay the foundation for bills, your client's got to say, I received, I got billed for these services and it was this. And she answered, I don't know. I think they're going to let it in somehow here. I don't know, but it's shocking the lack of preparation of his witness in this circumstance. Just shocking to me.
To this incident?
Objection.
Sustained.
I do, yes.
The objection was sustained.
I'm sorry.
Sustained, you don't answer.
The judge says sustained, then you don't answer.
I apologize.
How often, since this incident, February 24th of 2018, how often do you see your grandmother, Diane Schmidt?
Objection, no evidence.
Overruled.
Once a month
And where does she live?
in Las Vegas.
And she's here today to testify on your behalf.
She is.
Do you know how old your grandmother is?
79.
Do you have respect for authority?
Objection.
Yes.
Sustained.
Where does your grandmother live?
Las Vegas.
Do you ever visit your grandmother in Las Vegas?
Yes.
And for what reason did you visit Las Vegas to visit your grandmother?
To check on her. She's a senior.
Do you take any medication or drugs?
No.
Do you drink alcohol regularly?
No.
Can you tell us a little bit about what your expectations are when you worked security at that building on February 24th of 2018?
Are you asking me what were my duties today?
What were your expectations? What was your expectation from visitors or guests who were coming to that building on that day?
Sustained.
When you worked security on February 24th of 2018, did the owner hire you to do security for them?
Yes.
And why did they hire you?
Objection, culture, speculation, next foundation.
Assistant.
And after this incident, you decided to discontinue working as a security guard. We're not blaming it on the incident, but we're saying that, I want to be clear that after this incident, you have decided that you're no longer going to work as a security guard, correct?
Yes.
And before the incident happened, did you have that intention, or did that intention come about after the incident occurred?
Objection, compound.
It came after the incident. I had plans of promoting, moving up, definitely staying at that job.
Did you, well, I'll strike that. Did you ever want to become a police officer?
I did.
Do you still want to become a police officer?
No.
And why is that?
I was deeply traumatized about what happened.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your trauma that you suffered from this incident?
Yes. I deal with anxiety, deal with depression. I have post-traumatic stress. I have a scar on my face. I deal with insomnia, things like that.
Do you believe that the incident, well, I'll strike that. Are you single at this time?
I am.
Were you single at the time of the incident?
I'm not sure.
Do you believe that this incident has an effect on your future ability to have a partner?
Objection, lacks foundation, cultural expert testimony.
Assistant.
Do you expect Cardi B to pay for your medical bills?
Objection, irrelevant.
Assistant. So,
Aside from calling you the N-word, spitting at you, taking a swing at you, cutting your face with her fingernails, is there anything else that she did on February 24th, 2018 to you?
I mean, the whole incident was super traumatizing for me. She did a lot that day.
Did she ever apologize for what she did?
Never,
Did you want her to apologize?
of course.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
all right, cross examine.
They're just a second. And if it's okay, I'll use the podium. With a slight adjustment. Good afternoon, Ms. Ellis.
Okay, so now we're moving into cross-examination on this thing. I started this with Cardi B's testimony, and then I did the receptionist testimony and her doctor's testimony, and I thought this case sucks. It's bad. But you know what? I haven't heard her side of it. Let's do her testimony and see what the plaintiff has to say. And it's worse than I thought. She's just not credible to me. And I guess what they accomplished is they made a prima facie case to the extent that it would survive a motion for a directed verdict. Because if you assume the facts most favorable to the plaintiff, if you assume all the facts in her favor, it's possible that she could get a verdict. And the prime problem is she hasn't established that the incident occurred, if you ask me, other than her own testimony. She said, hey, she did this to me. She has nothing to corroborate it, and I don't think she's credible, so I don't think that carries the day. But her testimony that it occurred is evidence. I don't think it's enough, and I don't think it's credible. I think it's certainly enough to have to establish a fact based on one witness. I just think that when what you're testifying to is I had a scar as a result of this incident, we don't have a picture or anything to corroborate that, and it would be very easy to produce if it actually occurred. It just doesn't work. It's worse than I thought. The attorney did not prepare her properly. I cut it out, but right before this, there's a portion of the claim that was withdrawn and the attorney didn't even know it. That's embarrassing. That's a prior ruling of law, like he's not paying attention to what's happening during the pendency of the case. I thought maybe there's something here from the plaintiff, and there's some good reason for this case. After seeing this, I don't see it. Now we're going to cross-examination, but that should only do that. That usually will only help the defense. So that was the prime evidence for their case, and it sucked.
Your lawyer showed you photos of the building that you were working on as a security guard in February 2018. Do you know the name of the building?
I don't know the name.
Was it Beverly Hills Medical Center?
It could have been, yes.
Yeah, it was a medical facility, right?
Yes.
And the incident that you claim happened that day happened at approximately 1:30 p.m.?
Approximately, yes.
And you knew at the time, when you saw Cardi B, that she was going to a medical appointment, correct?
I didn't know where she was going, but she was at the building.
And you understood that she was going to a medical appointment, right?
She was going to an appointment, yes.
And it was a medical building, right?
Yes.
And your deposition was taken, and you said that you testified under oath in your deposition. Let me ask, do you remember your deposition was taken in this action?
Yes.
Do you remember taking an oath at the deposition to tell the truth?
Yes.
And that under the same penalties of perjury that apply in this courtroom, for example, correct?
Yes.
And you testified that you understood when you saw Cardi B that she was going to a medical appointment, right?
Yes.
Now, after this incident, you talked to your supervisor at Allied, right?
Yes.
And she told you to submit a incident report, correct?
Yes.
And you emailed an incident report to your supervisor 2 days later, right?
I don't know about 2 days, but I sent it to her, yes.
Yes. And it was by email.
I'm not sure how she received it.
Your Honor, if we may, I'd like to show the witness the incident report that she did not produce in discovery.
I want to refresh your recollection.
I would object to that based on authenticity. It's not her document.
I think you did refresh my recollection. So over with.
This is a document that we got from Allied pursuant to a trial subpoena. And it's not in the book. So let me provide a copy. Should I hand it to the clerk?
You can push.
I'm sorry? Oh, thank you, Ron. Let's make sure. Here we go. Does that refresh your memory that you sent an email to your supervisor on February 26, 2018?
Okay.
Do you recall that now?
I don't, but I'm looking at what you gave me.
And that's your email address, right?
Yes.
And it's addressed to your supervisor, Jassa,
Yes.
and it's dated February 24, 2018. I apologize, it's dated February 26, 2018, and the subject is 224-18 incident report. You see that?
I see it, yes.
Yes. Now, before we talk more about that incident report, do you remember receiving in this case discovery requests that you had to verify under oath, where people asked you questions and about documents?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's see if we can refresh your recollection. With. Bear with me. See this? Lights response.
Which one is it?
If I may, Your Honor, to explain to counsel that it's plaintiff's response and objection to defendant Cardi B's demand for production of documents, set 2. And, yeah, Coach?
Sure.
Thank you. Look to the last 2 pages, is that a verification by you, signed by you, under oath, that the statements in the response, are true and correct?
I'm sorry, were you asking me?
Is that your signature on the last page here?
Yes,
And you verified that, you signed stating that under penalty of perjury, the statements in the document are true, correct?
yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, please look at it. If you could please look at pages 5 and 6. The plaintiff has no emails related to this lawsuit.
Are you asking me about this email on the paper?
I'm asking you about the response. You made a discovery in this case stating that under oath you have no emails that relate to this incident. Is
Well,
that
that's
correct?
correct. I don't have access to this email anymore.
Okay, so okay. Let's go back. Actually, we have one other response, another sworn response.
That question includes emails you sent.
Your Honor, I would like to show the witness plaintiff's responses to defendant Cardi B's special interrogatories, which rather than asking for documents, ask for information. May I approach?
Go ahead.
What is the date of the document?
It was served on January 3rd, 2024. And the verification is dated January 30, 2024. Yeah? Well. And that's your signature at the last page, verified under oath that the statements in the document are true and correct?
My signature, yes.
Okay, and you understood that you were verifying under oath that the statements in that document were correct?
Yes,
And in that document as well, you said you had no emails related to this incident, this lawsuit, right?
I'm not sure if I said that in this document, but
Could you please look at pages 4 to 5? In fact, you say it 5 times. If memory serves, it's in bold.
okay.
And you never produced the email that you sent to your supervisor on February 26th in 2018 in this lawsuit, did you?
I don't have access to that email, sir.
My question to you is, did you ever produce that email?
I'm not sure I know what you're asking.
Did you ask, you had discovery obligations, Miss, did you ask Allied for a copy of the email that you are now testifying you couldn't access?
I wasn't in communication with Allied.
Okay, so let's talk about what you said on the email to your supervisor 2 days after the incident. If you look at page 1, it states that you were the daytime guard on duty at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard. You were on patrol, and I had, quote unquote, I had 2 cell phones, the work phone and also my personal phone. I had my cell phone to my ear. Do you see that language?
Okay,
Do you see the language?
I see it, yes.
And you wrote that 2 days after the incident?
I don't remember writing this, but if this is what you have, then
Your Honor, I would ask that you read the whole sentence for completeness.
I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know that, but to the extent,
Well, that's the portion I intend to read. I mean, he's welcome to read whatever he wants to read.
Well, he's just reading half a sentence. It would be unfair for me.
bunch of professionals.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me actually include the declaration that came with it. The valet.
Sorry.
Too much stuff. We'll talk about the first paragraph.
It does appear to be a narrative, so if you want to read everything in context, so.
Should I read it or are you asking her to read it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. And just that sentence, Your Honor?
Just read it. Whatever it is, make sure it's just in context.
Okay, thank you. Again, the context is that you state in this that you are a daytime guard on duty at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard. Per usual, I was conducting a routine patrol of the building premises, and as part of that patrol, I checked the rooftop, all tenant levels, and parking garages. At approximately 13:30 hours, and just to clarify, that is 1:30, correct?
yes.
I was finishing a patrol on the 5th floor of the building. In my hand, I had 2 cell phones, the AUS work phone, and I also had my personal cell phone. I held my cell phone to my ear, checking my voicemail because my mother is recovering from cancer and is in chemotherapy, so sometimes I don't get the calls and have to check the voicemails. Do you remember that?
I'm reading it with you, yes.
And are you telling me you have no recollection of this 2-page email detailing the event that you've sued over?
I remember writing an incident report and sending it over.
Well, do you recall also that you produced in this case your T-Mobile cell phone records, correct?
Yes.
And if I could, I believe that's something we can display because it is an exhibit.
Can you share, Your Honor, may I ask if they can share the exhibit number, please?
So why don't we, just to move things along, why don't we take our afternoon break now? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take an afternoon break. Since we have a couple things to discuss and I need to give the court reporter some time off, why don't we resume back at 3:15? In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't call me opinions or do any research about the case. We will see you at 3:15.
Let's back up just a little. So, on that day in February 2018, when you were on duty as a security guard, you were wearing black boots, right?
Yes.
And you testified earlier when your counsel was asking you questions that you had a earpiece and you were checking voicemail. Well, I'm sorry, I mistaken. That you had an earpiece in your head when you saw Cardi, right?
Yes.
And you were, but then in the incident report, we saw that you wrote that you had your phone to your ear, correct?
Okay.
Is that correct?
That's what it says on the paper, yes.
Yes. And if you look at that incident report at the very top, it says from Emani Ellis, Emani Ellis at gmail.com. That's your personal email account, right?
Yes.
Okay. And is doing incident reports a normal practice in the security guard business?
When something happens, yes.
In fact, you do daily activity reports as a security guard?
Yes.
So the reports are very important, right?
Yes.
And in the incident report, when you were reporting back to your supervisor, you said that you were checking your voicemail, right?
That's what the email says.
The email that bears your name, right? Reporting on the incident that you have sued over,
Okay.
is that correct?
Yes.
If we could turn in the blue book to file exhibit 200. You see it?
Yes.
And that's a letter from your lawyer to me.
Okay.
Is that correct, Ken?
Yes.
And if you go to the page that has a lot of blacked out entries, is it correct that that is a portion of your T-Mobile invoice, including for February 24, 2018?
Yes.
And you see that at 1:30, you received a call, and that lasted, what, 22 minutes?
Objection, Your Honor. The document does not say 1:30.
Well, maybe my glasses are, I need to get a new prescription. Do you see the entry? It's 1:10 p.m. for 22 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, that was a phone call that you received and talked on the phone for 22 minutes?
Yes.
And at 1:40, you made an 8-minute phone call?
Yes.
And whose phone number is that?
Which time are you referring to?
310-403-3656.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yes, absolutely, I apologize. 310-403-3656.
I don't know who the number belongs to, but it's probably a family member of mine.
Is that Nicholas Jackson's phone number?
Probably yes.
And if you could go back. And you testified that you said, when you saw Cardi B, you said something to the effect of, wow, that was Cardi B.
Something to the effect of that.
And at that point, as a security guard, you knew it would have been improper for you as a security guard to tell people that Cardi was a patient at a medical facility, correct?
I didn't tell anyone that I saw her.
Could you please answer the question? No, I can repeat it if you like.
Okay.
Isn't it true that as a security guard who'd been trained, as you said, and worked for 4 years, you knew it would have been improper for you to tell people that Cardi B was a patient at a medical facility?
Objection, asked and answered.
Overruled. Answer.
It would be improper, but I did not tell anyone I saw her.
Move to strike everything after improper.
So maybe I just want you to answer the question, okay? So
Oh.
if you can answer the question with a yes or no question, essentially yes or no.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understood when you saw Cardi B that she thought that you were using your phone to tell people that she was at a medical facility, correct?
Yes.
And as I understand it, you denied that you used your cell phone to photograph or film Cardi B on that day. Is that correct?
That's not true. I didn't record her or film her.
The question was, is it correct that you denied using your personal cell phone to photograph or videotape Cardi B on February 24, 2018?
Yes.
Objection, big enough to do this.
Overruled.
And isn't it correct that you don't have that phone, right? You no longer have that phone, you disposed of it. You can't show us that phone and show that you don't have any photographs or videos of Cardi B. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And rather than simply leaving, you stepped out of the elevator and told Cardi B to repeat what she said. Say it again. Isn't that what you did?
No.
Well, if you look at the incident report, quote, you see in the second paragraph, I stepped out of the elevator and asked her to repeat what she said to me, and so she did, angrily putting her finger in my face and yelling at me. Do you see that?
I stepped out of the elevator to clarify.
And you told her, say that again, right?
I don't remember saying say that again.
And your testimony was that you and Cardi B yelled at each other for 30 seconds?
She yelled at me. My voice was firm because I was upset.
Are you denying that you testified at your deposition and stated to Dr. McKenzie that you were yelling and cursing at Cardi B?
I'm not denying it. I just wanted to clarify.
And as you were yelling at Cardi B and people stepped out of her doctor's office, one of them stepped in between you to separate you two. Isn't that correct?
Yes, because she was in my face.
And the people came out of the woman's care doctor's office?
Employees came out from the 5th floor. I would assume they were from women's care.
And the woman who stepped in between you came out of that office?
I believe it was her, yes.
And you testified in your deposition that Cardi B spit at you after the other people came out of the doctor's office. Isn't that correct?
She did.
Move to strike as non-responsive. And if
Why don't you just clarify the question?
you testified at your deposition under oath, you said at that point that Cardi B spit at you after the other people came to intervene in the argument. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And yet in the report, you state I advised Cardi B that she needed to get her finger out of my face because I had not did anything to her. She then responded by spit at me. That's how it's spelled. And as a result, I became angry and yelled out to her to leave me alone and go on about her business. A few moments later, I remember a few people coming out and trying to separate us. That's what you said in your email, correct?
Correct.
And you stated in your incident report that Cardi B's nails were 3 inches long that day.
They were.
Your Honor, if we could ask for an admonition for the witness to answer the questions I'm asking.
Yeah, so please just focus on the question and answer the question as asked.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the question is, you claimed in the incident report that Cardi's nails were 3 inches long that day. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And you testified at your deposition that Cardi pointed her fingernail at your face, right?
Yes.
And you state in your February 26, 2018 incident report, bear with me for a second. I'm sorry, I have a marked copy of this one and I didn't bring it with me. You state in your incident report that she scratched you on your nose, right?
Objection, misstates the testimony of witness.
Well,
Overruled.
it's contrary to the, sorry, Your Honor.
Overruled.
You testified in this trial, that Cardi B cut your cheek. Yet you stated in your email to your supervisor on February 26, 2018, that Cardi B cut you on the nose. Isn't that true?
Objection misstates the testimony.
Over.
She put her finger in my face.
Okay, first of all, you have testified here today under oath that Cardi B, 7 years later, that Cardi B cut your cheek, your left cheek. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And you state in your report 2 days after the incident that she scratched your nose. Quote unquote, third paragraph. At this time, she continued to yell at me and point her 3-inch acrylic fingernails into my face, scratching my nose. You see that?
Yes, but into my face.
You have to strike out everything after yes.
Over. Motion denied.
And you were clear at your deposition that you had changed the story to Cardi supposedly cutting your cheek, not her nose, right?
No,
You specifically testified to that, didn't you?
I'm not sure I know what you're asking.
At your deposition, you specifically testified that you were not scratched on your nose that day, you were scratched on your cheek.
She touched my nose, but she scratched my cheek.
Okay, but in the incident report, you state scratching my nose, right? You have to answer audibly.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And in fact, you demonstrated at the deposition how Cardi B supposedly was nose to nose with you, but jabbed your cheek. Is that true?
Yes.
And if we could show that. This is a video of the deposition where plaintiff demonstrates how she was supposedly scratched on the cheek. That's the deposition video. We may have to come back to that.
Just you have to identify by page and line.
Well, we'll have to come back because I don't have that. I have the deposition video. Actually, well, I don't want to hold things up. We'll do that a little bit later. And you admitted at your deposition that there is no scar on your nose, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, we can play that back for you if you like. But did you testify at your deposition that there is no scar on your nose?
I'm not sure.
We're working on that. And in your response, your verified response to the written discovery that was served on you in this case, and specifically special interrogatories number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 14, 25, 26, 27, and 28, that Cardi beat you about the head, face, and body. Is that what you did?
I'm objecting because I don't have the number of special rod he's talking about, the set and the date.
I haven't used it yet.
What he's asking her about, I want to know what he's talking about.
Why don't you break it down?
I'm sorry, Ron?
Why don't you break it down to the specifics? Interrogatory.
Well, in light of counsel's objection, I can show the witness.
It might be faster if you just read the interrogatory and the response.
Bear with me for a second. And for counsel, as plaintiff's responses to defendant Cardi B's special interrogatory is set number 1.
Is that dated 2022,
Yes, sir.
August 9, 22?
May I answer? I just don't like counsel talking to each
You just
other.
verify.
Okay, yes, counsel, it is. The verification under oath is dated August 9, 2022.
Thank you.
And if I can direct you to interrogatory number 1 at page 4. And sorry, it's a long one. I'm trying to. I mean, I don't want to hold this up, so I'm going to have to go back to it because somewhere in this long bolded thing of a page and a half, there's references to what I'm looking for. Oh, I got it. Page 4, beginning line 17.
I'm sorry, what was that?
At page 4, line 17 of plaintiff's sworn response to Cardi B's special interrogatory, set number 1. The interrogatory, the response states, and among other things, in specific, on or about February 24, 2018, plaintiff was lawfully working as a security guard on or near the premises of the subject property when defendant Bacalus Marlinus Almanzar assaulted and battered plaintiff by violently, unlawfully, intentionally, suddenly, and maliciously striking her about the head, face, and body. Do you recall swearing to that under oath?
Yes.
And we can go back to the way you demonstrated this alleged assault on your cheek at your deposition. If we could please play the video associated with 55 minutes, 9 seconds to 56 minutes, 6 seconds.
Is there a question and answer?
Oh, those are pages and lines, I'm sorry. Page 55, line 9 to page 56, line 6.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
When Cardi put a finger in your face, where in your face was it?
She struck me on my nose and on my cheek. She wears her nails very long, very bedazzled, very sharp. So yes,
And it made contact with your nose?
yes, and my face.
And so 2 times she touched you?
Yes, so she was like this.
When you say like this, she put her finger
Pointing, yes, so like this, pointing her finger at my face, yes.
and it touched your nose?
Yes,
What part of your nose?
whatever part of the nose that the nail landed on, yes.
I mean, is it the bottom, the middle, the top?
I'm not sure.
And which cheek did she touch?
My left cheek.
Thank you. Do you remember giving that testimony?
Yes.
And if you need a moment, you can look at the incident report, but isn't it correct that in the incident report, you made no claim that Cardi struck you about the head and body?
I put in the incident report that she had her finger in my face and she struck my face.
She cut your nose, right? Isn't that what you put in the incident report? That she scratched your nose? I can read it again if you like.
I don't need you to read it. I'm not sure.
Is there anywhere in this incident report that you prepared and sent to your supervisor 2 days after this alleged incident that you said that Cardi struck your body?
In the incident report, it says that she struck me, yes.
Where?
It's in the paper.
I'm sorry?
It's in the report.
Where in the report?
I reported it that she had her finger in my face.
I understand that, but let's set aside putting her finger in your face. Let's set aside supposedly scratching you on your nose that time. That was what you were saying. Is there anywhere in the report that says that Cardi on that day struck your body?
I'm not sure.
Can you take a moment and look through it?
As I'm reading it, I reported that she put her 3-inch fingernails into my face. So that's what I remember reporting.
Well, let's be accurate. I mean, truth is important and accuracy is important. This report that you did 2 days after the incident claims that she put her 3-inch fingernails in your face and scratched you on the nose, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about immediately after the accident.
But Your Honor, I'm gonna object. He said in the face, but the document says into the face. There's a difference.
Why don't you clarify the question?
In the incident report, the only scratch that you report is a scratch on your nose that you supposedly suffered that day, correct?
I'm not sure.
Do you need another moment to look at this?
I reported that she touched my face with her finger, sir.
Ma'am, the question is, in your incident report, you told your supervisor 2 days afterwards that you suffered a scratch on your nose and no other scratches were mentioned, correct?
Okay.
What does okay mean? You agree?
I don't agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying okay for the purposes of your question.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that means, but let's move on. After the incident, you don't even know if there was any blood, right?
It broke the skin.
Please, ma'am, just answer the question I'm asking. You testified at your deposition that you did not know if the alleged scratch, this time on your cheek, even bled. Isn't that true?
Correct.
And you didn't go to a doctor that day for this alleged assault and battery, did you?
I saw a medical doctor, but not at the day of the incident.
Okay, again, let's focus on the questions I'm asking you. You allege that you were assaulted, battered, beaten up, scratched somewhere, sometimes on the nose, sometimes on the cheek, and you went home and took a nap, right?
I was
That's what you
upset.
testified
Yes.
at your deposition.
Yes.
Maybe called your mother, right? That's what you testified to, right?
Yes.
You didn't call your grandmother though, did you?
No.
You never even put a Band-Aid on this alleged scratch, wherever it was, did you?
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
No.
When your counsel was asking you questions today, he said that he basically elicited testimony from you that since you didn't think you were going to sue, you didn't take any pictures of your alleged injury in February 2018. Isn't that what you testified to?
Yes.
At your deposition, though, you testified you took pictures that day, and you can't find them. They disappeared somehow. Do you remember that?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so I would like to have our technician, well, first of all, let's start at page 69, lines 18 to 20.
Any objection?
Yes, I would ask that he read both before and after, not just the specific lines that
You
you
may
want.
pages and lines if you want to read.
Yes. Can you show me?
Another,
Another issue I have, Your Honor, is he's produced deposition transcripts to the court. He hasn't given me a copy of that.
I don't know if the case to give you a copy of the client's deposition. I don't see any objections, so go ahead.
slowly gets true.
Did you take any pictures of your face at the time?
I did take pictures.
Okay.
There's several other examples where you testified that you took pictures, but somehow you just don't know where they are. You took pictures of the cut, that you supposedly suffered after this, or during this alleged assault. And you took pictures way back in 2018, but somehow can't find them. Is that what you testified to?
Yes.
And you testified when counsel was asking you questions that you decided you didn't want to be a security guard anymore. Isn't that true?
Yes.
In fact, you were fired. Isn't that true?
Objection, Your Honor, we discussed this at length.
Overruled.
Isn't that the truth? You were actually fired by Allied for acting unprofessionally as a security guard. Isn't that true?
Same objection.
Overruled.
Yes.
And in the incident report, you apologized to your employer, Allied, for acting unprofessionally and exposing them to potential liability. Isn't that true?
Was there an answer?
I'm sorry?
Was there an answer?
No, she's, I guess we need a report, but if it helps, maybe I can direct you to the second page.
Yes.
And after you were terminated as a security guard, you got a new job that paid more money than the security guard job paid, correct?
Yes.
And you said that you consulted with Dr. McKenzie, excuse me. That was because you filed a workers' comp claim, right?
Yes.
And so you filed a workers' comp claim against Allied, and that's why you met with Dr. McKenzie, correct?
Yes.
And you met with her in April of 2018,
Yes.
and you testified at your deposition that you told Dr. McKenzie the truth about what happened on February 24, 2018, right?
Yes.
Okay. In this action, you served, well, you were a patient of Kaiser Permanente, correct?
Yes.
And in this action, we obtained a copy of your medical records from, let's see, beginning June 8, 2023. Bear with me for a second, please. Actually, it goes back, I think, further, but have you seen those records?
I'm not sure.
Isn't it, well, I hate to ask this question, but they did diagnose you as having severe obesity, correct?
Yes.
And they did conclude that you had full capacity and no history of patient status change. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
The only pains that you complained of, January 25, 2021, December 27, 2021, were belly pain and low back pain, right?
Objection calls for expert opinion.
Overruled.
Correct?
Yes.
And you hurt your finger at one point, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, I can show it to you, but let's just move on. You had various things, tailbone pain, right hamstring pain, but you had no report, no reference in 161 pages of medical records to a scratch on your face. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And there's no reference in 161 pages of medical records to anxiety, post-traumatic stress syndrome, blows to your head or face, correct?
Yes.
That only came up when you filed this lawsuit, right?
I'm not sure I know what you're asking.
Also, you were in a car accident in 2021, isn't that true?
Yes.
And hit your head.
Yes.
You were in a car accident again in November of 2023 on Pico Boulevard, right?
I'm not sure if it was on Pico, but it was in that area, yes.
Right. You sued over that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, if I may, if I could just consult with my colleague, I think I may be close to done.
Okay, I hate to do this to y'all. That's as far as I can go because it's all the time I have allotted right now. I actually thought this was shorter. I apologize for that, but it doesn't matter. We've made the point. The case is destroyed. I cannot imagine how an attorney would take this. It's absolute garbage. It's not going to be better. She's going to be cross-examined. He'll try to rehabilitate her, but there's no rehabilitation from this. There isn't. I thought this from seeing the other witnesses, but I thought, well, if they ever made a case, it was through her, and they did not make a case. I was already convinced by the time we got through direct examination, and they barely got enough to survive a motion for directed verdict. So that's where we are. The verdict is going to be 0 in this case. It's going to be a verdict for the defendant. Well, you never know. But the overwhelming likelihood is that the verdict is going to be for the defendant in this case. But if I'm around, if I'm near a computer when it comes in, I will go to it for the reading of the verdict. This case has been pretty fascinating. But she got absolutely destroyed. There are a couple other doctors, but all that stuff is on the side. She can't tell a straight story. She contradicted herself from her deposition, from her discovery answers. Her demeanor is awful. None of it makes sense. She has intervening accidents. She doesn't have pictures. She's absolute toast, in my opinion. I cannot imagine a jury coming back with money in her favor on this. But what do I know? I'm just a simple country lawyer trying to bang on a living in the Midwest. Thanks for coming out.